I'm gonna stutter a couple times.
It's okay. Maybe we'll get an A for effort. Okay, we are Team 5 and we prepared a presentation about Uzbekistan. It will be presented by me, the leader, Sofia Zemtsova, Bryson Thomas, Cici Tuanis, Mason Strong, and A.B. Thompson.
My name is Bryson Thomas, and when it comes to the objectives for our presentation, we really just wanted to give a clear overview of what we learned about Uzbekistan. First, we're going to start with a brief background on the country and why it's significant. After that, we'll talk about how most of the economic activity is concentrated in Tashkent and some of the challenges that causes for the rest of the country. Then we'll go into 10 trends we found with debt, employment, and average salaries. We also wanted to show how film, dance, and traditional music play a big role in Uzbek culture. Toward at the end, we'll highlight the references we used for our research and we'll open it up for any discussion or questions.
My name is Sofia Zemtsova. So Uzbekistan is a country in Central Asia. It was a part of Soviet Union, but it gained independence in 1991. It has a population of 37 million people. The Since it started gaining independence, the government has been working on improving education, and our company decided to send staff to Uzbekistan to open a new international school. It's important to know that Uzbekistan keeps many of its traditions in daily life, and this mix of modern changes and long-held customs can create interesting differences for people who come from other countries. And now the next speaker will explain some cultural surprises that people might experience when visiting Uzbekistan.
My name is Mason Straw, and I will talking about the business culture shock. Uzbekistan's business world is centered in their capital city of Tashkent, which is the nation's financial and administrative hub. The country's undergoing a lot of change and development in its business landscape. There are a lot of reforms and growing entrepreneurial investment with expanding opportunities for foreign and domestic investors. Although there are still many challenges facing that progress, like regulatory issues, adequate financing, and the need for a stronger infrastructure framework. Some of these issues can limit the efficiency of business operations, so careful strategic planning is required for foreign firms entering the market.
I'm Cici Tuanis, and I'll be talking about the economic cultural shock. In Uzbekistan, the economy faces a slow pace of diversification. Economic challenges that they go through include rising public debt and underemployment. The debt is worrying because it could lead to increasing vulnerability to fluctuations in international currency exchange rates. A large cultural shock is that the average salary in Uzbekistan is around $470. The gap between the capital and other regions persists, and wages in the social sector remain below the national average. This shows how financially challenged society is in Uzbekistan, proving that they need help from outside their country.
My name's Abby Thompson, and I'll be talking about the entertainment culture shock. Movies in Uzbekistan are much different than most of us are used to. They focus themes of self-discovery and identity. Uzbekistan people perform traditional dances for entertainment purposes. For instruments, they use the dudur, which is like the American banjo. They also use the doria, which is like the American tambourine.
Are there any questions? So the question is, what was the most rewarding part of our research? For me, the most rewarding part was learning how modern Uzbekistan blends progress with strong cultural traditions. It helped me better understand the country and made the whole project more interesting and meaningful.
The most reporting part of my research was learning about Uzbekistan's progress and how that applies to the average person.
For me, the question was, what was the most rewarding part of my research? To me, it was learning about how different third world countries really are compared to America, and ours being Uzbekistan. I've never even really heard of the country, so I definitely learned some cultural differences and shocks.
And for me, the most rewarding part was about the research was probably learning about the instruments you said they use. I've never heard of that before. It's quite cool hearing that. Actually, I kind of heard it before. You said it was a banjo, but right, yeah. But I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, and then for me, I just like was really shocked about how like life works in a third world country. My major is finance, so I know a lot about business. And doing the business category, it really shocked me how like they do things on their day-to-day basis, which are very different from the country that we live in.